Hello YouTube, in the bedroom here, your guitar junkie with my latest Guitar Center purchase. It's everything I thought it would be. It's everything I thought it would have to do to it. Yeah, so let me make some noise so that everyone can complain about how much of a terrible guitar player I am. And then I'll talk about this here fine specimen. Yeah, so 5-way. This is the bridge. I think this is where it's just one of the single coils. I'm gonna guess maybe. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, sounds like the two outside. Could be the two outside rails. In the middle, both of them together, simultaneously and in sync. In the third position, I think it's one of these two. Let's find out again. Yes, this one here, which is the one I'd rather have closer to the neck. And then full-on humbucking. You can hear when it splits the quietness. So let me go clean. I have the tone on 8. I just had a habit doing that. Hear the difference when it's just the one single coil split, when it's the two what did I just say? I don't even remember. Inside or outside coils. It's a lot louder. Here, it's a lot lower with just the one. And then the neck, full on. So sweet. Now let's get into the nitty gritty with the guitar, shall we? Yes. So, I believe I ordered this on Tuesday from the Guitar Center in Ohio. I dealt with a dude named Alex. And I asked Alex, again, can you get the guitar in your hands? What do you need to know? I need to know that it's in your hands and it's not being played by someone, being bought, walking out the door. Okay, does it come with a case or a gig bag? No, I says, does it have a whammy bar on it? I don't see one. Well, maybe you could find one that'll work and throw it in. I said, because it should be sold with a whammy bar, whether it came in with one or not. What's it cost them? Grab one from from their box of whammy bars that have been left behind. And I just said, just leave it the way it is. And this is the condition that I got it in. So you could see it's got stains all over it. It's hard to see because of the light reflecting. But you can see by the pickguard. See the way the pickguard looks? It looks like someone spilled something on it. That's what all of this looks like. You could see it. It doesn't show on the phone, but as I look at it here, it's all got stains everywhere on it. And, that's a nice dusty headstock. So again, he couldn't just wipe it down, and send it to me. When I got it, the E string was popped out of the Floyd, and this screw was stripped. Here is the said screw right here. So it is stripped. You could see it. It wasn't holding down when I went to tighten it. Someone took a bunch of cards and glued them together to make a block and hardtailed the back. So I had to remove the springs and pull that out. The springs were set this way. I've always seen them set, on a triangle like this, not like a V. And I guess someone saw someone else had that and thought it was cool. I don't know. I like it this way. I feel it's more stable. It keeps it in tune better, and it's easier for me to operate. Less tension on the springs. When the springs are going this way, they're being stretched, so they get more torque behind them, more pull, I should say. So yeah, the back is off because I had to adjust do a complete setup with the old strings with the Floyd. You can see here, it looked like from the factory that they made a mistake in putting two holes side by side. The plate, by the way, just lays on top. It's not routed. It doesn't sit in like it is here for the input jack. So, yeah, you can see it's painted throughout the whole guitar. And this one, what I liked about it is this is replacing my Harley Benton ST Modern. Because like I said, I was supposed to get that with a maple fingerboard. So this is replacing that. This is the baked caramel maple neck and fingerboard. And it's sweet. It's a sweet neck. It almost reminds me of, I had a couple of 57s where it's got a little bit more meat here, like almost like a V shape, and then it goes down to like a soft C kind of thing. But I love the heel joint. You get that little angle there, easy to get to, not cutting into your hand or stabbing you or poking you or anything like that. And I love that they have these original Fender tuners on here where all you have to do is measure the string up to the two tuners, snip it, stick it in the hole, and wrap it around. I love that. All tuners, even Grover tuners, should be like that. So, yeah, flame maple neck. It's got a little bird's eye in it. I've been lucky with that lately. It's hard to see it. There we go. It's around, right around here, right around there, if you could see that. 22, what I remember, 22 jumbo frets. This neck feels good. It feels comfortable. It feels a lot like my 70s neck that I was accustomed to. You know, my main players were 70s guitars, and I used to shave them down in the back, and this feels a lot like that, you know, nice and comfortable. Satin finish, front and back, and these pickups, they sound great. I was really worried about the pickups. I wasn't worried. Let's just say I was hoping that I'd have a problem with the bridge pickup, because I still bought that one pickup that I was going to put in my 2008 red Fender Telly that I brought back. You know, I got that after I brought it back, and now I got a pickup. So I was like just dying to use it. It's a Stu Mac, I think it was, like Super Distortion Zebra pickup that I had gotten off of Amazon, and it came directly from them, so I really don't want to send it back. I know once I do, I'm going to need it for something or use it for something. So in any case, yeah, volume and tone, the 5-way toggle, and like I said, this is the condition that they sent it. I did a unboxing video, but I'm not going to post it. They had nothing covering the top of the headstock. One sheet of that bubble wrap. That was it, between that and the box. So once I opened it up, that was exposed. But no issues. So other than having to do a complete setup, fix, they're roached too, they're toast. These strings are shot. I just snipped the end off and unwound it, hit the locking nut, slid it back in there, tightened it up, and then because I had to reset the entire Floyd with these screws, that's why the plate's gone. You know, it's holding, it stays on there, it stays in there, I should say. But yeah, definitely, they feel like nines. The funny thing about a Floyd, when you have a Floyd and you've been playing a hardtail with nines, when you get a Floyd, as soon as you bend the string, the bridge moves. So they almost feel like eights. So imagine someone like Steve Vai that put sevens on his Ibanez's with the Ibanez Floyd, you know, inspired, copied, whatever license. How easy it is. Billy Gibbons too, and B.B. King used to play with 7 and 8s, I do believe. But anywho, so yeah, I love that they had the little foam black padding behind there, like you would. It says Floyd Rose. It doesn't say special, doesn't say licensed by, but I could tell you that these tuners are super smooth, and these feel like, you know, 18-to-1 ratio, like a Grover tuner, nice and smooth when I had to tune it up from here. So yeah, I was really hoping to find one of these at a good deal. This was $274, like I said, from Ohio, and I'm trying to, you hear that? That's the stains that are like, and I'm scraping it off, and I see it's like coming off. I have to clean the whole thing up. Just wanted to make sure that everything was good on the guitar and show you how I get it before I clean it. I'm just gonna do a once over with my Lemon Pledge, and probably play it for a week, make sure nothing is wrong with it, I don't find anything out later, and then I'll restring it. So yeah, this is going to replace my Harley Benton. And I think these pickups sound a lot better. And of course, with a tremolo, I'd rather have a Floyd. I like it better. You dive, and it just keeps on going. And for me, I'm used to a Floyd. Since the '80s when they first came out on the Ibanez, I believe seeing it, the Ibanez Roadstar or Road something. The guy I worked with, he bought one. I was like, wow, these are pretty. And then all of a sudden, the headstock changed to the one you see now, and then they just got better and better and better. Now everyone makes them, you know. So yeah, this here is made out of China, and I've seen this on Sweetwater, $425 brand new. And I was ready to pull the trigger had I not found one used. Now there's two others on there. There's one for $299 out of California. It says great condition. And there's one for $329. I don't remember what state. And there was two that didn't have pictures, and this was one of the two that didn't have a picture to it. And when I sent them an email asking, can you send me pictures? On the first one, that was just the same prices. I think it was, the first one was $279. They sent me an email back saying that that was sold this morning. And then you can see the wood grain right there. Looking at that knot in the middle, looks cool. It's just something that you could recognize that it's your guitar. You know what I mean? I've got things like that on all my guitars, little things that I know by a little scratch or ding or dent or imperfection or something that, you know, it's my guitar. And that's one of them for this one. What was I saying? I don't know. So yeah, that one was sold. I asked about sending me pictures for this one. A day went by, and every morning I check all of my stuff. And I didn't get an email, but I noticed that they put 3 photos up of the guitar. And I called up Tuesday, and it came today, Friday. So very, very satisfied with it. Again, I like the rounded Strat. I don't like the ones with the square, you know, edges on it. I love this round body. And that's what I loved about my Harley Benton, except for the fact that, you know, it had a rosewood fingerboard and it came with a humbucker single and single. You know, again, I'd rather have 2 humbuckers and a Floyd, especially like this here, being a shredder, as it is. So, yeah, that's about it. I lucked out on this one, and I'm glad that I don't have to bring it back to them. All I had to do was replace, because I had extra screws. And funny thing is, I have a bag of stainless steel screws somewhere. I have everything laid out on the bed here. And the stainless steel screw didn't screw right in. Now, I replaced them on my Ibanez guitars and my Schecters and my Charvels. It did not fit in here at all. So luckily I've had extra black ones when I replaced them with the stainless steel ones. And this, I just, you know, without it, it threaded, fed right in there. So I put that on, and I was lucky. I didn't have to go back to a store and say I got an issue. Oh yeah, and it did not come with a whammy bar. So again, luckily I have, where's all my whammy bars now? Here's another one, a chrome one with the coupling on it. When I tighten this one down, this ring has to be moved up more, because when I tighten it down, it still did that helicopter propeller swing, which I don't like. I like it when I tighten it down, it stays in one place. So when I'm going for it, it's right there, you know what I mean? And luckily I had, you know, some leftovers, and I just had it a little bent. I had to put it in my vise and straighten it out, but now it fits and locks down, and I'm good to go. So yeah, I just have to put the plate back on the back and restring it and clean it up. So thanks for watching. These are super fantastic guitars. And I saw that they have a couple of pink ones, the pink shell ones. And although a lot of guys in videos said that the pink looks a little pinkish, but white, kind of like a pearl white. I just thought this looks rocking. You know, it's a shredder. It's a super Strat. Let's make it look like a super Strat. Oh, another thing is, I love when you have the 70s, the 66 or 70s large headstock. They started in 1966, and they ended it in 79. I just love that. To me, I think you get more resonant out of a larger headstock. Just like the N4s, Nuno Betancourt, he's got one upside down. I think you get more resonant, more of sustain from the larger headstock. Robin Trower thinks the same thing, and I've been saying that for years. So, yeah, now I've got something that's a caramel baked maple neck and fingerboard on a Strat with a Floyd and humbuggies, and I'm totally satisfied with it. So see, sometimes you get a good one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Better tomorrow.